Southwest Career and Technical Academy held a gala last month to raise funds for the 3 Square Food Bank. The high school's hospitality and culinary students decorated for the event and prepared and served the food. Student journalist Hannah Tonti is in studio with us today. She was at the gala to get a perspective on this great charity event. Welcome, Hannah, to Inside Education.
Thanks, Mitch. Thanks for having me. The Inspire Gala is a capstone event for Southwest CTA senior hospitality and culinary students, but it's also much, much more. I was at the event, along with my photographer Carlos Leyva, to see the beautiful decorations and taste the food prepared by my fellow students. I also got to talk to one of the co-hosts of the event, Miss Teen Nevada, Giovanna Hilton. The Inspire Gala. This hospitality and culinary capstone was not just a project, but a charity event to raise awareness and money for the 3 Square Foundation. These seniors didn't do it alone. With the help of Miss Teen Nevada, Giovanna Hilton, they were able to get one step further with their goals.
Our goal is to raise 500 pounds of food, accumulate 500 hours of community service, and to raise $10,000. And tonight we're raising that $10,000, and next month we're going to be doing a food drive, and then currently we're at 300 hours of community service. So we're gradually reaching our goal.
With hospitality's great decorations and planning, and culinary's tasty food and food service, this gala night was successful.
I'm having a great time, so hopefully everybody else is, but everybody looks like they're having a good time enjoying their meals. I think it's great. The kids are enjoying it. They've been here all day, and they should be tired, and they're still smiling, so that's a good sign, and our guests seem very happy. I think it's a really big success.
Oh, great. Did you try the food? It was really amazing and delicious, and the runway show is really amazing as well, and I was in it.
I would just thank Culinary for making an awesome meal, thank Chef Linda for leading us in this, and thank my fellow classmates for making it happen.
The hard work these seniors put into their capstone showed through last night. It will be a night to remember. Overall, the Inspire Gala raised a total of $8,000 that will go directly to the 3 Square Food Bank to help feed children and people in Southern Nevada so they won't go hungry. You can go to www.3squarefoodbank.org for more information.
And this is your semi-membranosus, and this is your abductor femoris. And then
For the past week, students in anatomy and physiology have been using a new method to learn more about the human body.
The project is where the students get a hands-on opportunity to learn the anatomy and of the cat. And it is very directly related to humans because the cat is a mammal and is able to be compared to humans.
The information the students learned during this project will be retained easier thanks to the use of their senses.
I feel it helps the kids to grasp because they're able to see it and touch it and be able to specifically learn by looking.
Working layer by layer, the dissection of these cats attracts an interest in the students as they progress in this project.
I think this project is pretty cool because you get to actually dissect the cat and learn how it works and how it functions and everything like that.
I think it's really disgusting and gross and silly, but it's actually kind of cool to see how the cat has very similar muscles to a human being.
The students get to use a hands-on approach and learn anatomy in a different way. Reporting for Route 131 and the Southwest Shadow, I'm Hannah Tonti. The Kiss the Pig contest was a huge success with raising over $500 for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Reporting for Route 131 and the Southwest Shadow, I'm Hannah Tonti with photographer Linkson Mao. Mr. Laporte is not only recognized with this prestigious award, but by the success in all of his students. Reporting for Route 131 and the Southwest Shadow, I'm Hannah Tonti.
We need to have young, fresh minds come into broadcasting. We want to keep the business and the industry relevant, and in order to do that, we have to have people replacing us.
Earlier this week, representatives from the Nevada Broadcasters Association spoke to video production students of a scholarship that has few requirements and could assist them in pursuing a career in broadcasting.
Well, the curriculum, we offer a scholarship for 12 credit hours. We'll pay 12 credits, and the requirements, they have to maintain a 2.7 GPA. They have to maintain a broadcast/media communications or journalism focus in their studies.
Requirements are not limited to ones that are completed on a piece of paper. A specific requirement this scholarship requires is one few students possess.
We're looking for that passion.
Yeah.
You know, kids who really want to do this for their career. They may not know exactly what part of the industry that they want to do, but they know that they want to be, in the industry. They want to be a broadcaster. So we look for that.
Thanks to the Nevada Broadcasters Association, students now have the chance to pursue their dreams at a fraction of the cost. Reporting for Route 131 and the Southwest Shadow, I'm Hannah Tonti. On January 1st, 2015, the Ditch School, Ditch Your License campaign went into effect. Back in 2013, the legislators of CCSD passed Senate Bill 269, a bill that hopes to increase the attendance rate for all Nevada high schools. We received a newsletter describing, what would happen if we were to miss a certain number of days at school. At first I heard that it was 3 unapproved absences, but on the newsletter it said between 7 and 10 unapproved.
But there are 2 pieces to this law. The first piece is every student in the state of Nevada who's under the age of 18, whether public, private, homeschool, charter school, that when they go to the DMV as of January 1st, they have to bring a form called a DMV 301 to the DMV that's been signed by a school official that states that they have met the minimum attendance requirement that's in effect. Then the second piece of the law is if a student is considered habitually truant, which according to state law in Nevada could be as few as 3 unexcused absences, then a process takes place. Once a school decides the student is habitual truant, or they believe the student is habitual truant, they do an investigation of the student's attendance, look at their attendance to make sure it is accurate. Then they conduct a hearing with the student and the parent. If at the end of that hearing they decide that the student is a habitual truant, then they contact school district police. School district police come, issue a truancy citation to that student with a date to appear in court, and suspend the student's driver's license or learner's permit.
The effects of Bill 269 do not only fall on students. Administrators like Ms. Nelson now have an added workload dealing with students who break this law.
Ms. Scheck-Snyder and myself are going to have to run reports and verify attendance on a very regular basis for those students with unexcused absences to make sure that they have not, to make sure that we're upholding our part of the law, which is having those licenses suspended if students are not attending school. That's a long process. It involves attendance verification and investigation into their attendance. I also have to hold a hearing with their parents, make a determination on whether they are considered a habitual truant or not. And then if they are still considered habitual truant, then I have to contact school police.
This law wasn't created to prevent students from getting their license, but in an effort to motivate students to go to school and perform well, which is why administrators support it.
Those students that aren't going to school, the ones that this law is really geared towards helping or motivating, they may not care about that driving privilege anyway. We do have a lot of students that wait until they're 18. So if that's what they're planning, then this law isn't going to affect them one way or another. So I'm excited to see. I hope it helps. I hope it helps in the grand scheme of things in the state of Nevada. So we'll just have to wait and see.
I think it's a good thing. A lot of students and staff and parents are talking about it. So I hope that means it's going to make a positive impact. Anything we can do to keep kids in school, get them to attend more often so that they can pass their end of course exams and get their high school diploma is a good thing. So we want students to remember, if you ditch school, you're going to ditch your license.
Overall, this law will have a major impact on students and administration in the Clark County School District with the hopes of a higher attendance rate. Reporting for The Outlook, I'm Hannah Tonti.